If you want to manifest your dream life, if you want to become your most authentic self, you have to be shameless. Shamelessly you. And most people don't like the word shameless because it's associated with being bad, egomaniac, arrogant, or worse, narcissistic, right? But what if being shameless equals being the real you, not the shadow, nice, conditioned aspect that you've been taught and conditioned to just fit in and be a good boy and good girl? What if the best gift you can give yourself is to be shamelessly you? Not a prick, not arrogant, not hurting others, but just you at your core, your most authentic self. And most people don't realize that shame is the biggest individual and collective trauma that most of us carry. It's one of those energy that affects us so deeply in our core, in our identity, that creates so much suffering, so much coping mechanism, so much anxiety and low self-esteem and self-consciousness, so much thing that makes us feel like unworthy and not good enough. And if you look around, society is full of people who feel like they're lacking, they're not good enough, not sexy enough, not beautiful enough, not rich enough, lacking something. Why? Because our entire society has conditioned us from the moment we were born through the lenses of shame, for conditioning, for obedience, to be nice, to behave. Our parents love that. This is the classic playbook, and it's not to blame parents because they just do the best they can, right? Just like my parents did. But if you reflect just on your education, your upbringing, like the tools that most parents use to condition and get the kids to behave is often shame, right? If you reflect on the question of simply like, who did you need to be to receive love and affection from your parents? And what is it that you needed to avoid doing because it will bring the opposite? Punishment, no love, all these type of things. What does that do? It creates an image in your mind that this is loving, this is accepted, this is going to bring me the love, the attention, the importance that I seek, and this is going to get me into problem, into pain, into hurt, into lack of love. Then you go to school and you see that the education system is rooted on shame, right? You don't do your homework, you are a bad student or something, shame on you. Then you see other kids picking on each other if you're different, if you're like this or like that, creating that embarrassment, that fear of rejection, that it just gets so deeply anchored in our psyche. Then you see some of the religions who tell you the moment you are born, you're a freaking sinner who's gonna burn in hell no matter what you fucking do. And then other religion will tell you that your karma, man, that amount of karma you got from all the bags, all the past life, good freaking luck. And then you see today's society, social media, where everybody is a judge. Everybody has a license to judge, to ghost you, to ban you, to ridicule you, to embarrass you if you don't fit the society moral or what is accepted or what is good or what just the internet decide at this moment of time is the right point of view. And so no wonder the world is so messed up, right? Because what you don't heal within yourself, you will use to attack, you will project on others. And this is why we keep on perpetuating that cycle in our society, but also in our own personal life. And that's why so many people right now are stuck being the nice guy or the nice girl, people pleasing, seeking external validation, seeking the nice body, seeking all these things in order just to feel a little bit worthy, in order just to feel a little bit more significant. Because they're trying to fulfill that hole that is missing, because in their identity, because in their mind somewhere they feel unworthy, they feel lacking, they feel like something is wrong with them. And if I am myself, and if really people see me, and if I really do and say what I want, people won't like me, people won't accept me, or maybe they reject me or they laugh at me. So you see how deeply this affects us, because if this is at the core of your identity, meaning in your thought, meaning in your energy, in your choice, in what you do, in how you interact with the world and people and yourself, can you see what you create, attract, manifest in your life? If you feel like there's something in you that is not good, that is not to be loved, or that you need to be a certain way or have a certain amount of money or success to be loved, to be good enough, can you see how you will never get there, even if you get the money, even if you get all those things that you think you need? Because at the core, you will still feel like it's not enough as long as you're not healing those emotions, that trauma, that belief. And so Most people chase. Most people chase and we attach and we project on things and people and so on what we think will really fulfill us, make us whole again. And this is why shame is the biggest and hardest emotion to feel. Because on one hand, we really want to feel important and significant. On the other hand, the thing that we want to avoid the most is embarrassment, shame, losing face, being embarrassed, being laughed at. So to become shameless means dropping the mask, dropping the coping mechanism, dropping the fake niceness and the being too nice and all that crap that is not authentically you, that is just a facade for you to get other people to like you or see you differently or to feel good in a certain way. What would happen if you become shamelessly you? Shamelessly love yourself, accept yourself, see the best in yourself, shamelessly go for what you want. And that doesn't mean be an arrogant prick or hurt others or insult others or, get a green card to go and hurt everybody, because that's just insanity. But what if you just let go of those old beliefs or those old emotions? You start seeing yourself for who you really are. And instead of trying to get everybody or the world to like you or to be a certain way, you just make peace with yourself. You just create that energy, that intention, that knowing that I am whole, I am complete, I am worthy now as I am. When you align yourself with that type of intention, with that type of identity, with that type of self-image, you stop chasing, you stop, trying to be a certain way, trying to get that success and so on, just to reaffirm that I feel good about myself. But you just become that presence and you just radiate that energy. What do you think would happen? What do you think would change in your life if you already get what you crave the most? So you want to manifest your dream life, you want to create everything, you want to be your most authentic self, create deep loving connection. You got to go back to your source and you got to really accept yourself, because there cannot be self-love without self-acceptance. And there can be self-acceptance for your body, for your look, for your size, for your life right now, for your situation, for certain mistakes you made in the past, for not knowing. So like just accepting that this is where I am and I choose to be radically, completely okay, at peace here and now. That my self-worth is not tied up to how much money I make, how much makeup I have, how much follower I have, how much nice photo of my booty I post on Instagram, or all that crap that the ego gets you to do just to feel a little bit better, just to feel a little bit better, just to get that sense of importance. What if you give yourself that sense of importance and self-love now? And that comes with self-acceptance. You cannot overcome that shame or that unworthiness without radical self-acceptance for all your strength, all your beauty, but also everything that you feel is embarrassing, everything that you feel like I need to hide, everything that I really don't want other people to know. Like, what is it in you that would be so afraid if somebody were to find out about that thing? That's what you need to accept between yourself first, because it's not about telling everybody about it, but it's about making peace with that first. I give you an example from in my own life. When I started my coaching business and so on many years ago, I took another job on the side just to make money, right? Just to have the financial security and to get me through. And that was a teaching job, teaching English job, right? And it was good and I was learning a lot. Actually, it was a good experience. But in my mind back then, I should be already well off. I should be already successful. I should need to have that job. It's embarrassing. I'm a coach. I'm trying to help others. What are people going to say if they know I have a side job? So you see the insanity of that and how much pressure and non-acceptance of my situation I had. And that was on me. That was the echo of the old shame, the old embarrassment, the old unworthiness. Because I should be ahead. I should be better. I should be richer. So I was hiding it. But you see, it's not about people. Here it's about you. It was about me. Until I decided that, you know what? Let me make peace with that. Let me fully accept it. Let me choose that if everybody was to know, I would be okay, because I'm okay with it, because there's nothing to be ashamed of, because I choose to accept where I am in my life, my financial situation, my financial condition, my financial work and so on at this moment in time. And when I made that, it created peace. And when I started sharing that, I started to see that people actually saw this in a very nice way. Wow, man, you're committed, you're doing this and that. So people were very supportive, contrary to the idea that I had, but it was my idea. So what would happen when you make peace and you become shamelessly who you are? Sharing what you like, your natural expression, going for the things that you desire, what brings you up, what lights you up. Like, what would happen if you become shamelessly you? Not that version of yourself that you think the world wants from you, but what is deep in your core. And if you don't know where that is right now, find it, discover it. It's always there. It's always guiding you. It's always whispering to you. And if you need help on your journey, if you feel like you're struggling with that mask, with being too nice, with people-pleasing tendencies and all of that, and you're ready to break free, you can book a one-on-one session with me. Down in the comment, you'll find a link, and together we can help you break that false belief and become your most authentic self and be free again. The link is down in the description, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comment. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time. You're welcome.